What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's good? Happy Friday. Made it to the through the first week of September so far. Made it to the end of the week. Hopefully you guys ain't worked too hard, all that good stuff. Welcome back to another episode of the Queen Mimi Blog Show. And of course, we've been doing the same thing out here working, getting caught up on bills and life and, doing all that wonderful hustle moves every day, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're doing good overall. Hope you guys are staying blessed and staying safe. And of course, taking care of yourself out there. We are continuing on with Suicide Prevention Month, you guys. So we're gonna be talking about this. And of course our birthday. We're gonna be throwing that in there as well throughout the month of September because it's Suicide Prevention Month. So a lot of the things we're gonna be saying probably gonna be repeated, gonna be redundant. We're gonna be saying it over and over, but it's something that needs to be talked about because a lot of people don't want to. They don't want to address it or even deal with it. A lot of people don't know how to provide that safe space, respect other people and what they're going through, and their decision to kind of just pause, what we're saying. And when things get heavy, when life gets heavy, everybody want to judge and have something to say, but they see the signs. And today we're talking about from awareness to action, what suicide prevention really looks like. Because a lot of people see the signs. If they supposedly know you like they say, they're going to know when something's off. They're going to know when something's wrong. They're going to know when you acting different. They're going to know when you're depressed, when you're sad. Some people notice. They step in, they ask questions. Some people, unfortunately, don't. They don't ask anything at all. They just continue on with, no, know what I'm saying? They'll be all right. Know what I'm saying? They'll get through it. It's just a little phase. They just get over it. Like, wow, really? On the other hand, other people will step in and ask questions and all that stuff and check on you and make sure you're good. So you got both sides of the coin here. Some people will ask questions and some won't. Like we said with the first one, some people will keep it moving and just, they'll be all right because they don't really know what to do or even how to respond or even what questions to ask. But sometimes just even talking to this person, supporting them and finding whatever resources, whatever you can, help them with, because every little bit does help. It can help them. So we're going to be talking about that this morning. Awareness isn't the only part of helping somebody. It's not. You can't just be aware of what somebody is going through, just like somebody cutting themselves or they have some type of addiction, and not only are you not helping, you condoning it, you're enabling them to keep doing what they're doing. Then when something happens to them, you want the first people to cry and be, "Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I don't know what was wrong with him." And everybody knows you was enabling them. They already know this, so you're gonna stand there and act clueless. So that's like the worst thing when you enable somebody and whatever they're going through. Now, yes, we know everybody's a grown adult. They make their own decisions. They do what they want. Nobody make them do anything they don't want to do. We already know this. But at the same time, if you can prevent them from harming themselves or even ending their own life, you know what we're saying? Step in and say something. Even if you don't know what to say, just start off with, "Are you okay? What's going on?" You know what I'm saying? If you know you ain't that type of person that can offer that type of support, emotional or physical or whatever, just tell somebody else. Tell somebody else that hey, you seem like the type of person she could talk to, or you seem like you might have some resources. I think that so and so is going through, a little phase. I think they a little suicidal. They might be a little depressed. Just kind of watch them. At first, I don't really know what to say, and I don't want to say anything wrong to them that's going to trigger them in any way, shape, or form. You can do that too. Like we said, the smallest things you can do, people just don't know how big that can be for that person because they're already feeling like nobody cares. The world gonna be better off without them here. That they don't matter. They're not pretty enough. They're not tall, short, fat, skinny, whatever. know what I'm saying? They're going through whatever phase they're going through in their life, and that happened. So they already feel like, they're alone and nobody cares because people hardly check on them, or even if they do, they just want something. And we got to stay away from doing that too, because we enable people to do that. When you have a good heart, like, people are going to walk all over you. Then when you're going through something, nobody is like anywhere to be found. They are not at all. So just being aware of what somebody is going through, that's not enough. If you don't know how to help them, point them in the right direction, or somebody you might know, you on the job, you out and about, you with your fam, whatever you're doing, you see it, don't ignore it. Please do not ignore it. A lot of people, we done heard this, say this exact same sentence. I wish I could have helped, or I wish I would have known what they was going through, or I wish I would have known what to do. It's too late for that now. They already done ended their life. They gone. You could have stepped in and prevented it. Just one person asking, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on?" But people just in their own little world, doing their own thing. You know what we saying? Not caring. In La La Land, just it's all about me. But when they going through something, everybody got to stop what they doing and check on them. But you're not even worried about your brother and your sister standing next to you going through something. You just think they weak and pathetic, and they soft, they ain't got no backbone. No. Life hits people hard. We know, we've been through it, we going through it now. We know a lot of things, yeah, we bring on ourselves because we don't know better. But people take advantage of that at the same time. Like, for real, for real. They know this, and they're gonna put you through hell. And by the time you wake up and realize, wait, I know better than this. What the hell am I doing? The damage already been done, and it's gonna be too damn late. Like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it can be both. We're gonna put it that way. It can be both. You know what we're saying? Sometimes we bring things on ourselves, we not think about the outcome, and a lot of times people will put you through hell. They already ain't right. You know what we're saying? They are not right in the head at all. They already don't love themselves, don't know how to do for themselves, none of that. So you don't see this at first, because like we always say, people put up a mask, they know how to play the role. Boy, let me tell you something. All the people from our past, if they could get an Oscar for they acting and the role they played, actually pretending and convince us to think that they loved us and they cared about us, boy, we could stand up and give them a round of applause. A round of applause. We are not playing. Because it's like, you actually had us. You convinced us that you cared and gave a damn like that. We got to give it to you. Not many people can get us like that, for real. For real. But you got us on that. But that's what people do. They always see you down enough as it is. You know what I'm saying? They always see you at the bottom of the barrel, already struggling and going through hell, and they don't even reach out to help. They make it worse. Somebody's supposed to come into your life and take that burden off your shoulders, not add to it. And that's the problem. A lot of people come into your life and they add more stress. They add more depression. They add more drama. You lose yourself with anybody. We are not just talking about relationships. We are not just talking about relationships. We're talking about interacting with people, period. Anybody would do that. That phrase, hurt people, unfortunately, it's very, very true. Because that's what people will do. They don't know how to process and deal with their own trauma, you know what we're saying, in a healthy way, or find a healthy outlet, or they just evil as hell and don't want to deal with it at all, because then they got to admit that they messed up. And a lot of us so-called grown adults don't want to admit that we messed up. But you're not realizing that's going to be freedom for you. And now you checking yourself and holding yourself accountable. So now you know, okay, I done figured this part out. Well, we don't care how bad you messed up, whether you messed up or not. You check yourself, forgive yourself, be a little pissed off, rightfully so, because we know we were. Then after that, okay, so what we finna do? That's the conclusion we came to this past Sunday. Like this, enough is enough. We don't care how hard we got to work, how long it's gonna take, but we got things to do to cross off our list. We got 4 months left in this year. Take control of your life, yo. That's what we had to realize. And no shot to our husband. And this ain't nothing personal to nobody. It's nothing personal, we promise y'all. But we do want to live better. We do want to love ourselves. We do want to feel, alive again. We haven't been feeling that way. And we just being honest with everything we've been going through these past couple years. You know what we saying? Changes with Islam have helped us tremendously. That's why we still sticking around. Well, one of the reasons why we still sticking around and still hanging in there. Because we believe, but life happens. It's gonna life. You're gonna go through things. And we had to come to some decisions. We did. And that's what we pretty much already did this past Sunday. It was like, we tired. We the ones that's in control, correct? We the ones that got the power, correct? Okay, so what we doing? Everything we doing now to get, better, to improve ourselves, to work on ourselves, to just love ourselves, love on ourselves, just better ourselves. The only difference this time is we have Islam. We was doing this before. We crawled ourselves out of the hole. We had people help us along the way. Don't get us wrong, but majority of the time we had to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, climb out that hole we dug ourselves in. Yep, we did it, and other people helped, and pull ourselves out the trenches, out that dark space, crawl if we had to. Only difference this time is we have Islam, so now we know how to do everything the righteous way, and that's what we gonna do. We tired. You gotta get to that point where you sick and tired of being sick and tired, because one of the reasons, and we know this is not just opinion, we know this, why people go through, and we're gonna be saying this all month too, suicide or any type of mental health, is because we rely on other people's opinions, their approval, and their blessing. Now, these are people that don't have their ish together, that don't have their life together, ain't trying to get their life together, but we live and we thrive off their opinion of us. It's like it means the world, like it actually holds weight. And if they ain't got no truth or no righteousness, it doesn't. We here to tell y'all that now. And then on top of that, take a look at their life when they start talking about you. They can't say nothing. We all know in the Bible it says, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Y'all ain't got no business out here judging nobody. That's why we don't do it. Now, if we see something that's factual, that's right in front of our face, yeah, but we're not finna judge their life. I don't know what they going through. And what we mean by that is somebody come out the house half naked with some booty shorts and stuff on, like, baby, you come on now. You trying to get some attention. You can't just sit here and tell us you don't think anybody gonna look at you. They ain't gonna be reckless eyeballing you and staring you up and down. You knew that when you came outside with them tiny shorts on. We don't care how big your booty is or how flat it is. You knew that. So that's what we mean. But when we out and about and we see people, social media, anything, we're not finna judge them. We don't know what their lifestyle is. We don't know what they're going through. They might be going through some depression. Their life might be good. Yeah, we don't know. But we're not finna judge them. That's not our job. That's not our place. Especially if we can't help them. Shut up. And the biggest thing with us on that is, yeah, we done messed up and been stupid as hell. We done been down, up and down, all that stuff. Yeah, we not finna judge nobody. We done fell for the worst bull ever in our life. And we had to forgive ourselves for that. Like, what the? We know we didn't have all the answers, but we at least had some form of a damn brain. Like, what the? Come on now. Not even you should have knew better. But you want to see the goodness in people. They have a good heart. They might change. Especially when you're going through mental health or suicide thoughts. Them the last people you need to go talk to. They're just gonna be a complete dickhead. And they're going, get over it. Well, why are you going through that? You know what I'm saying? And it ain't that hard. You lying. Ain't nobody picking on you. Just like with our husband. Nobody believes that. We the ones that's here seeing it though. Nobody believes us when we tell them people picking on us. You know what I'm saying? You not here going through it. We are. Every day. Every day we gotta get out this bed and we both look at each other like, I don't feel like doing nothing. But we got to get out here because the world don't care. Let's just be real. The world don't care about what you're going through, but you got them rare people, and we do mean rare. We do mean that. That actually will step in and intervene. And sometimes we see these videos on TikTok when I think that people be riding by, what they be doing? Giving them compliments and stuff just to brighten their day. Or I think it'd be a guy giving like women roses. Or the one we really like is, what's that with the dude? I think he got the little noodle thing that you play around in the pool with. And he just run up and start hitting people with it, and they get into a little noodle fight. We be laughing like hell. That'd be funny to us. But we like stuff like that because there's already so much drama and so much lying and all that stuff going on in the world. Just little things like that. And that person might be having a day from hell. I don't know if it's random people they do this with or people they know, but we don't really care. We like them. We saying that person might have just had the worst day, or somebody might have broke up with him, or who knows what happened. And like we said already, that one little compliment will brighten up their day. We seen them videos, and people be looking confused, like, huh? Because they'll be, saying something positive to them. As soon as they say it, their whole facial expression changed. Like they just start smiling, like they needed that. We need more people like that in the world. People just so self-absorbed and so selfish. And we tell people to do that, but you gotta take care of yourself. You have to do that. You gotta make sure you love yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're healthy, all that stuff. That's one thing. But when somebody else is going through something and you ain't got the time to even sit down and talk to them, or you just ignore it, like that type of stuff is we don't like. Because somebody helped you at one point. Now it's your turn to pay it forward. Just like with us in Islam, our husband taught us, now we got to do our job, pay it forward, pay the poor rate, as Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach, and help other people, which we have no problem doing. We always like to help people. We never thought it would be through Islam, but hey, Allah had other plans, and we can promise you we are not upset. Haha. So, like we said, understanding suicide beyond, awareness, you got to have a reality check. Whether it's you or somebody that's going through it, they're going through it. We all claim we know people and what they're going through and their habits and ups and downs and all that good stuff. But if your spouse or your family member was really depressed and they was having suicidal thoughts and they was going through anxiety, depression, whatever it is, would you really notice? Honestly, do you really pay attention to them like that to know that they're going through something? Because a lot of us don't. They have so many stats online, and we did not look all that up because half them numbers ain't even correct. We just know we went through it, and we watched other people go through it since we was in foster care as a teenager. Remember this one young lady, she was somebody unfortunately forced themselves on her while she was taking a shower, and we kind of befriended her a little bit because she was afraid to go take a shower. So we had to kind of help her out. And this one, we was, good Lord, what was it, 16, or 17, one or two. But so we kind of befriended her. And then being in the foster care system, you run into people from all walks of life. So that's why we say we've seen mental health. We didn't know what it was at the time, but looking back, now we know. We've seen women go through mental health, depression. They've been SA'd, and they live in their life in fear. We've seen domestic violence when we were 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? One of the girls we was running with, and this really pissed us off. Like seriously, this is why we say people know you going through something, and they still don't care. We was all out one night. We will never forget it. We weren't supposed to be, but you know what I'm saying? That's when we was being hard-headed. Out running the streets, ran into some dudes, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, hanging out. Remember correctly, we left because we was heading back home, well, to our group home. And one of our friends was hanging out with this guy and he forced himself on her and he assayed her. One of the other girls found out, and as we walking, the chick that set her up, we just see her grab her and start beating the hell out of her. We sitting there like, what the hell going on? And they told us that she left her alone with that damn dude and he assayed her. We can't say what we really want to say, but he assayed her, forced himself on her. And we looking at her like, really? This girl could have been no more. Like I said, we were 16, 17 at the time. I know for a fact this girl was younger than us. I can't remember her age, but I remember her name. It was Edith. She was younger than us. She looked like she was older than us. That girl, her body was built like, yeah, feel like she was older than us, but she wasn't. And then we're looking at her like, why would you do that? That girl was pissed off. So we seen it already. We seen stuff we shouldn't have seen. That's what, well, one of the reasons that helped us to grow up very, very fast. Seeing all that. And that girl was already traumatized from what she had been through already. And then you come in and add more pain. So trust us, we've seen it since we were young. This ain't just us getting to our 20s, our 30s, and 40s, and this something new. We've already seen it. And we just looking at her like, how could you do that? That's just evil as hell. Now what if he would have unalived her? What if he would have beat the hell out of her? Or I'm saying did worse to her? That would have been on you. So we had to go get the damn girl. We don't like people like that. You already see somebody in pain and they're going through hell and high water and you want to add to it like, huh? You can't even make that make sense. So yeah, everybody was angry and all that stuff, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, everything worked itself out. Everybody went home, made a long story short, but we was pissed off with that girl for a hot minute. Like, what? And if we remember correctly, I think she was white. Yeah, if we remember correctly. And we just remember her screaming when she was the other guy. I can't remember her name for nothing. She just came up. She didn't say nothing. Just started whooping on that girl. And she was like, "Why would you leave her by herself?" And we like, "What? What you talking about? What's going on?" And then we looking at her. Wow, you need help. You need help. So we ain't finna go over no numbers, no stats, none of that. Half that stuff ain't even factual. But we know a lot of people out there going through it, and they're afraid to like even speak up. You know what we saying? They're afraid to even say something because of stories and scenarios like the one we just mentioned. Everybody be caring about themselves and worry about what's gonna happen to the other person until it's too late. Then everybody want to step in and start crying and say something when you could have prevented it. You could have prevented it. You know what I'm saying? People claim they know the warning signs and what risk factors are. Like, I could tell when somebody's sad and depressed. I know when somebody's going through something. Okay, go ahead and keep lying. No, you don't, because you would step in and do something. People get hopelessness. Hopelessness. They start withdrawing. You know what we saying? They say stuff like, I can't do this no more. I don't want to live no more. Y'all be better off without me. I don't love myself. I don't care about myself. I don't want to eat, drink water, start giving their things away, just doing like reckless behavior. Because this we can say from experience, that's the only time people pay attention to you. When you get in trouble, right? When you get in trouble and you out there being stupid, that's why one of the reasons why we was doing it all the time. Nobody ever applaud us or pat us on the back or you doing a good job or keep doing what you're doing. None of that. Until we got in trouble. And yeah, it was involving boys and them little females we was running with. But y'all weren't there. Y'all weren't around hugging me, telling me you love me, that I could do whatever. Support, none of that. But as soon as we lashed out and Huh. Okay. This stupid damn internet. That's all we gonna say, y'all. Got disconnected for a second, but we back. So what was we saying? Why is it that when that man get within 2 inches of you, you flinch? We was talking about we can see the warning signs when people are going through or having suicidal thoughts, let alone getting beat on. You can tell, look at their body, their movement, they stutter when they talk. You ask them to go out. It's simple things that we all ignore. Simple things we all ignore when somebody's going through something. We don't care if they're getting beat on. We don't care if it's suicide, mental health, whatever. We ignore it. Because deep down, people really don't care. They don't. You know what we're saying? They don't reflect. They don't reach out. They don't, they just don't do nothing. They figure you strong enough or they assume you strong enough. You'll figure it out. But people don't realize a lot of times, sometimes that person don't have the answers. They don't have nobody that's going to point them in the right direction. They don't have family, anybody they can run to because this person will isolate them from everybody. You know what we're saying? Everybody doesn't have that. And you can't just assume that that person is going to be okay or they are okay. You can't just assume that. That's what makes people do that. When nobody cares anyway, it don't matter if I'm here or not. Let me just go ahead and do it. I mean, you could have been the one to save their life. You could have been the one to help them. You know what we're saying? All people are looking for, like, is someone to listen, just ask if they're okay, to support them. And like we said, even if they don't know, like, what to do, they might know somebody else. We've had that happen. Well, I don't know about this, but let me give you my auntie number. Let me give you my brother number, whoever. You know what I'm saying? They might be able to help you do bam, bam, bam. Or even if they don't, they never use the resource. Well, why don't you call 211 or call such and such? You know what I'm saying? They might be able to do an intake on you, whatever, help you get in the therapy, whatever it is. That's help. Even if you don't know the words to say or you don't have the right words to say, that's still help. They still gonna feel like, okay, well, they help do something. That's more than what we can say about a lot of people. Because people don't even give you a safe space to even talk or express yourself or just vent. They just jump in and make it about them, or they jump in and chastise you, and they really don't get like how hard life is and how hard it can hit people because they think it ain't never gonna happen to them. They really do. They think it's never gonna happen to them. I ain't never gonna be in their position. That's another reason. I ain't never gonna be like them. I ain't never gonna go through that, baby. Let me tell you something. Never say never. We haven't ever said that, and we still wind up homeless. And now we make sure we don't ever say that because we've been through it. We know how it is. It's hell. It's horrible. You ain't got your own space. You're around strangers, especially if you got kids. Man, no, we hate it. It was better than being on the streets. Don't get us wrong, but we absolutely hate it. So even before that happened to us, or before we went through that, we never looked down on homeless people or anybody that was struggling because we just you never know. You have your own plans for your life, but guess what? Your life gonna take you in a whole nother direction and it's gonna hit you. You ain't even gonna see it coming. And it's sad to say, but that's what's gonna happen with a lot of people. It really is because they think it ain't never gonna happen to them. They think they can keep living this little lie of a life that they live in, keep lying to themselves, don't help nobody, don't teach nobody, and they think in their head that they still gonna be all right. Yeah, you're probably gonna be here for a minute, but no, you are not good. You're not helping nobody, but you out here hurting them, and you wonder why they are the way they are, which you know. So now you emotionally manipulating this person to thinking that there's something wrong with them when you need to deal with your own demons. and your own issues, because you cannot help nobody unless you do that. The signs are right in front of your face. And what nobody wants to do is a reality check and just be flat out honest with themselves. We ain't talking about no stats and no numbers. But these are the many reasons why people often stay silent. They feel like nobody cares. What they going through don't matter. They don't matter. Like we said already. And we're going to be saying this all month. I'm stupid. I'm fat. I'm short. I'm not pretty enough. I ain't handsome enough. I ain't smart enough. They don't like me. They cast me out. They threw me away. They left me for dead. Okay, cool. We've been through all that. Trust us. You can come out of it. You're going to have to go through whatever it is that you're going through. Stay in the damn fight, because you are just as strong and you are just as worthy. You're not the first person that's going through this, and you ain't going to be the last as anybody else that's gone through this already. You matter just as much. And anybody that tells you different is a damn lie, and they have no love for self. So they cannot say anything positive or even motivational to you. It's just not feasible, and it ain't gonna happen. It's not. So people can take that however they want. And people get mad when you say that too. Like, you know damn well we ain't lying. You know we not lying. You don't care about nobody but yourself. Dang, at least know we trying to teach and help somebody. Good Lord. People get mad when you tell the truth. That's how you know you telling the truth. That's self-explanatory right there. So if you that type of person, no, don't be upset. Just be honest with yourself. Self-reflect why you got so much opinion about somebody else's life and what they need to be doing and what they ain't doing. Because it's always the people that's doing worse than you. It's never anybody that's doing better than you that talks about you. Ain't that something? That's why we saying now, somebody confront you or they talk about you or whatever, look at their life. Every single area of it. You ain't even got to say nothing to them. Just be like, okay, you right. That's going to kill them. Silence is one of the best things you can do to people like that. Narcissism, liars, hypocrites, backstabbers, that's the best thing you can do. Because going back and forth with them is like you both in a clown, I'm saying, at a circus. Who gonna be the bigger clown? When you going back and forth with an infidel that ain't got no truth. Come on now. That's the best thing you can do. Give them silence. They ain't gonna know what to do. They will not. Okay, y'all. So what we're going to do, and y'all apologize about that little break. Dang on Wi-Fi here be horrible sometimes. But we're gonna go ahead and keep going. Take a break and play some music, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi Blog Show. right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi Blog Show. And for those that are just joining us, we're talking about from awareness to action, and what suicide prevention really looks like. So we're talking about people, the difference between people noticing and them actually stepping in and acting and helping and support, all that stuff, listening without judgment, all that good stuff. So the first question you need to ask somebody directly, just ask them. It's a simple yes or no they're gonna give you. Are you thinking about suicide? Simple question. Are you thinking about ending it? It doesn't put the idea in their head, contrary to what people believe, but they already thinking about it anyway, or they contemplating it, which neither one of them are good. So just ask them straight up, yes or no, or they say they're thinking about it, contemplating, whatever the answer is. It ain't gonna be no 9 times out of 10. Ask them why, and when they start talking, oh my goodness, please allow them to speak. Don't jump in and interrupt them. Rush to fix it. Don't judge them. Just let them say whatever they need to say. Sometimes they just need to vent and get it out. Ain't gonna completely relieve them, but it'll help. Cause sometimes, a lot of times, all people need to do is just talk. Nobody ever asks them how they doing. Nobody cares. They don't take the time. None of that. They just need somebody to ask them. Don't judge them. Don't jump in, cut them off. Then they're gonna be like, "Well, why did you ask me? What am I talking for?" Because a lot of people like to jump in and be like, "Oh, girl, I went through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is what I did." They ain't ask you that. You're gonna ask them a question, then they start talking, and you jump in and cut them off and make it about you. Then you wonder why that person be like, "You know what? Never mind." And you sitting there like, "What I do?" "Oh, we can tell you what you did." You're gonna ask that person what's going on with them. As soon as they start talking, you jumped in, cut them off, and made it about you. That's why they shut up. You didn't help at all. "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was." Baby, when somebody is going through suicide or any type of mental health and they're talking to you, we can't believe we saying this to a grown adult. Don't interrupt them. People don't like that. We don't had that happen to us so many times. We just be like, "I'm gonna just shut up. Cause you ain't listening anyway." We don't care if it's something we going through or something somebody did to rub us the wrong way. And oh good Lord, don't even get us started with that. We done had that happen so many times. We just be like, "You know what? We just won't talk to you no more." How about that? Because they do the same thing. They either jump in, cut you off, make it about them, or if it's something you trying to tell them that they did to you, instead of them just listening and shutting the hell up, they gonna jump in and flip the script on you for checking them for something they know they did because they don't want to deal with it, and then make you the bad person because you standing up for yourself, you defending yourself, all that good stuff. So yeah, don't do that. Don't interrupt them while they what is it? Well, while they talking. Oh man, our phone's on silent. We ain't hear you anyway. Yeah, we put all our stuff on silent, y'all, because we don't like a lot of background noise. And somebody, we ain't gonna mention their name, be like in the make background noise sometimes. We be doing our shows. But yeah, man, we ain't see you call, just so you know. No disrespect, but we ain't see you call. Phone on silent, everything on silent, all that good stuff. But yeah, don't interrupt them. Don't judge them or be what. Why you feeling that way? It ain't that bad. Or, you just being dramatic. You need to just suck it up. We hate that line. Suck it up. What the hell you think I've been doing? Sucking it up, dealing with it, swallowing it. Don't taste good. Being spit on, people stomping on me. What you think I've been doing? Now we want to speak up and say something. We wrong? Come on now. You talking to us, you got to make it make sense. For real. Now we got to shut up. That's what we've been doing. Sucking it up, taking it, dealing with it. Just allowing people to just walk all over us like we a dang on doormat. So don't judge them and don't rush in to fix it. Just let them talk however long it take. Just like when we teaching the sister. Let them talk, get out whatever they need to say. and then you offer the resource. Okay? In our case, we got books and wisdom. We got the truth. But for everybody else, if you know any connection or any hope to resources, point them in that direction. But ladies, you want some real help, holler at us. We got you. Um, know the signs. You know what I'm saying? If you have to, tell your teacher, counselor, your job, hotline, whatever. Follow the right protocols, to keep them safe. Don't tell all their business, and don't just run and tell everybody in your damn mama that they didn't tell you that for you to go run and tell their business. Another thing people do. You confide in them and you trusting in them, and they go run their mouth. That's one of the reasons why we stopped talking. We stopped shutting. I'm saying we started shutting our mouth. We stopped telling people what was going on, because every time we did, we became a comedy show. They would run and go tell everybody our business, what's going on, and then they ain't even helping. They sitting here laughing at us, belittling us, talking down to us, and not even helping. Not one bit of resource, not one bit of more support, none of that. And now we know it's because they didn't know how to give it. They just flat out evil. So, let them tell they the victim. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you do that and be the villain at the same time. But, whatever. Do you. But you're not snitching. And, of course, that person might get mad at you. You're going to have to take that risk. They may never speak to you again, or y'all might fall out, whatever. But you just let them know, I wasn't trying to, get you in trouble. But you said you was having suicidal thoughts. I was just trying to help. They gonna get mad, and then they might calm down and be like, what, my bad, man. I was tripping. I was just embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Cool. That's all fine and cool, man. Just go talk to counselor, HR, hotline, whatever. They got some resources for you. And like I said, we good, man. You need somebody to talk to. I ain't gonna tell you business. Just like us, we don't talk to nobody anyway. So we be one of the best people to talk to, because we don't tell nobody business anyway. And like we said, we got the resources to actually help you. They have theirs, we have ours. No shot, but yeah. Learn how to respond, even if you don't know. Learn how to respond to people, you know what I'm saying, when they're struggling. Pretty sure some information online or something you can look up, or maybe a script or something, who knows? Because a lot of people read them on the phone too. It don't matter who you call, they read a script. So you can find a script or maybe some tips or little tidbits that'll help them, you know what I'm saying? Do that too. And practice it or whatever, just in case. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Be there when somebody needs you. And if you don't know, you can learn. You can always learn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, you can always learn. I don't know. I think that came naturally for us. We really do, because we just always like to help people. We hate seeing people down. We don't like inequality. Our husband knows this. We hate injustice. We hate when people are not treated like they equal. We don't like that. We don't like when people stomp all over other people, then you laughing. We done watched it. We done been through it. It's no, that's not cool. That don't make you a man. It don't make you a woman, and it damn sure don't make you grown. It doesn't. And especially you not helping, shut up. If you can't help the person, at least don't hurt them. Don't make it worse. Everybody just, it's been 10 years. You should be over that by now. It's been 5 years. Why you still holding on to it? People ain't always holding on to stuff, man. It's called dealing with pain and trauma. Especially when somebody that done did something to you. Say that again. Especially when it's somebody that did something wrong to you. You got to be a special type of stupid to think you can do somebody wrong. Time goes by and you think you can still have a place in that person's life, or you can still be cool with them. Because you feel like since that time done went by, you know what I'm saying, it should be over it by now. You don't get to decide somebody else's healing process. You don't get to decide how they deal with stuff. If you don't like it, you probably should have treated them better. You probably should have been there, been more supportive, or actually stepped up and been a man or a woman or a mom or whatever. I can't stand people do you wrong, then you speak out and tell your story and all that, then they want to get mad. Look, if you didn't want us to say this about you, you shouldn't have did it. And if you want to say something good about you, you should treat us better. That simple, that easy. So you can feel however you want. That's why we said we ain't looking out for nobody no more. And when we talk about the stuff we've been through, it ain't from a bitter place. It ain't from anger. We ain't even feeling none of that no more. We done dealt with it, healed, let go, moved on. It's done. And ain't nothing we can do. But now we share is to help somebody else and just to tell the truth. As long as we tell them the truth, we good. And we supposed to do that anyway. So we're not finna get on here and lie on nobody, but everything we say is the truth. You can check it, check resources, check our people. We don't care. We ain't got no reason to lie. So yes, you can share your story. You can share what that person did. And you can share how it affected you and how it broke you and you had to pull yourself back up. You allowed to do that. Don't let nobody tell you any different. They don't want you doing that. That means they just don't want nobody knowing what they did. Because they so worried about their little precious ego or their little fake image. Something you can't take with you when you leave this earth. Oh my goodness. Y'all make no sense. You can't take it with you when you leave. Nothing. But you hold on to it. Oh boy, like your life depending on it. And them type of people, they some pussies. Yeah, we said it. Because that means you're a people pleaser. That means you actually care about what everybody thinks of you. You don't know how to think for yourself. And them the most sad, depressed, suicidal people. They will never admit it. You need approval. You seeking that. You live off of it. You thrive off of it. You're not actually helping people. You a slave master, slave owner, however you want to take it. You sad. And you got some demons and some stuff you need to deal with. So to build that culture, of preventing that, you know what we're saying? Check in on your people. Talk about them hard conversations because nobody ever wants to talk about it. And like we said, whether or not you know what to say, you can look it up online. Hey, I have a friend that's having suicidal thoughts. How can I help them? Or I have a friend that's going through anxiety. I got a friend that's going through depression. How can I help them? I don't really know what to say. Promise you, you're going to find some resources. So whether or not you know what to say, it's not an excuse. You see somebody you claim you love and care about going through something, help them. Even if it's just by listening, help them. That's what we done told people. I ain't need you to step in and do anything. Just need to vent. We just need to get that out because we was pissed off and we don't like holding stuff in. We learned that from experience, especially under Islam. If you keep anything a secret, that's why we say speak out. Because it's going to destroy you, it's going to kill you. Speak out and say something. Yeah, they going to laugh, they going to mock you, blah, blah, blah. They ain't got their life together. But the best thing you can do for them is just get them silent. But worrying about their reaction and what they going to do, you're still living in fear. And you still worried and you still care about what people going to say and do. You can't control that. That's something we had to realize. Everybody going to do whatever the hell they want to do. They don't care. So you do something different, especially going through anything. Keep fighting, stay in the fight, you matter. They ain't gonna like you. Get that fantasy out your head where everybody gonna be cool with you when you decide you want to be different. Get that fantasy out your head where everybody gonna like you and they gonna support you. It be strangers that support you before your own people will. And your own people ain't even gonna support you until you actually blow up or you're successful. Then they want to come around. Me tell everybody, don't do that when we do it. Please don't come around when we make it because we gonna look at you like you got boo-boo on your face. Like, where was you at when we were struggling? Oh, anybody know us? Our husband know. Where was you at when we were struggling? Oh, we gonna ask him straight up. Where was you at when we was down and we ain't had nothing? Now you want to come around? We don't care if it's cameras there, photographer. We don't give a damn. Where was you at? Don't come up in here being all fake. Keep that same. Stand on your business. Keep that same energy you had before. Then they gonna get mad. So, oh, you done got all bougie and celebrity now. Yeah, you don't know nobody. No, you acted like you ain't know nobody. Or you thought because these cameras and stuff and these people was in the house gonna be cool. That's what you thought, huh? Yeah. And don't let nobody walk up and be like, what's going on? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? This my people right here. They did X, Y, Z, and ABC. Now they want to come up in here like they knew I was gonna make it. If you knew that, you would have helped. You would have supported. A lot of people feel like if they don't support you or help you, you're gonna give up on your dream or whatever you want for your life. But you got a certain vision for it, you got a certain drive and a hustle for it. Nobody should be able to stop you. We don't care who it is. Only person that can do that is you. Like we said, you in control. You got the power. Why in the hell you put in somebody else's hands? We don't care who they are. You the one got the control. You got a certain vision, whatever for your life. All we say is to help people, teach people the right way. Be yourself. Don't be fake. Don't seek attention. Just do it, not just for yourself. Yeah, you can take care of yourself, live good, do better, absolutely. But help other people along the way. It can't just be about you. It can't. That's the same thing we say. Yeah, we taking care of ourselves. We doing better. Day by day, we getting things back together. Everything we can say we honestly doing is to help our brothers and sisters. But we can't help them if we're not leading by example. We're not feeling good, looking good. Even on our worst day, you know what I'm saying? Feeling good, looking good, taking care of ourselves, studying, praying. We can't do none of that. We not leading. It ain't feasible. It's not gonna work. They gonna look at us and be like, "But hold up, how you gonna tell me and you doing?" It's a certain way we have to carry ourselves, and that's something we understand now. So yeah, check in on your people, whatever resources, create a safe space so you can find one for them. You know what we're saying? Taking care of yourself. We just said this, literally just said this. Taking care of yourself, it makes you stronger and it makes you better to help other people because you already, even we don't care if you're on the path, if you're on your healing path, you can still help somebody else. Y'all can, heal together. Know what I'm saying? Women, you connect with the women, men, you connect with the men. Y'all support each other, talk to each other, heal together. Especially going through the same thing. And this gonna sound crazy, but that's even better only because y'all can relate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might bond over that, and who knows? You know what we're saying? But help each other. Find somebody, a support system, somebody you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Not just anybody. Do all that. But one of the things people need to do, we don't care how small it is, we don't care if it's one little thing you do every day, self-care, practice that. That's something we doing every day. We don't care if it's one thing with our exercise or our hair, nails, whatever. We doing some kind of self-care every day. We're gonna do it today. We getting ourselves on a routine now. It just kind of clicked yesterday too. But we getting ourselves on a routine now. Like we said, we tired. We already told our husband this. We are tired. It's time for change, and we know we got work to do. We ain't gonna feel like doing it, but we keeping that picture in our head for us and everybody else that we gonna potentially help, and we can't quit because it ain't just about us. There's so many reasons why we can't. One major one, we don't know how. So yeah, all that good stuff. So take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're on the path, take care of yourself too, then you can help somebody else. Just like we said, you can't pour into other people and you're not taking care of yourself. You have to do that. We don't care if it's one little small step, some small you do every day is better than nothing. And work on your mental. Work on your mental. Start saying positive things to yourself. We read affirmations every day. You get them negative thoughts, ask yourself, is my future self gonna like this? What would my future self say? That's why we saying we changing everything with our mindset, because that's where it starts. You tell yourself you tired, you tell yourself you depressed, or I ain't gonna make it or whatever. You got to get rid of them thoughts. We know it's gonna be easier said than done, but the more and more you practice that, it's gonna become a habit. So what we doing now is we thinking about and we keeping our future self, in our head, in the back of our mind, and focusing on that. What our future self, it's like we already there. You know what I'm saying, in our mind. Hope that makes sense. But what would our future self say about this thought? What would our future self say we thinking about this person we ain't got no business thinking about because they ain't care about us? What would our future self think? Are you tired? You don't feel like doing it today? Or she gonna be a pussy today, huh? Yeah, I know you tired, but you made a promise to yourself, right? And your people, let's go. So that's how we talk to ourselves. Like, we don't do that. Let's hug and hold hands and sing something out. No, we talk to ourselves. We'll get your behind up. We got stuff to do. I know you don't feel like it, but you want to keep living this way next year. You want to be in that same spot next year. That's how we talk to ourselves. For real, we are not lying. Because that's the only way we're gonna get the hell up. Our husband can do it. Our kids can do it. Anybody can do it. But it's gonna be a little different when it's coming from us, because people can support you and give you the motivation and all that. But if they want it more than you do, they wasting their time. They cannot want it more than you. You got to be hungry, like your life depends on it, because it actually does. Your life does depend on whatever decisions and whatever path you make. We know we tell people follow your path, follow your dreams or whatever, and we still mean that. You gotta do it the right way though, the righteous way. You know what we're saying? Because your life does depend on it. So that's why we say stop listening to infidels and these people out here that ain't got no truth. They cannot help you. They can't even help themselves. Look at their life. That's so much y'all gonna keep hearing us say. You know what I'm saying? Send a text. Pull up at their house. Y'all work at the same job. Give them like a little coffee or some donuts or something every morning. Give them like a little call or something too. Y'all work at the same job. You know what I'm saying? They gon' catch that. Man, you've been so nice to me. And they might just start crying. Like, I figured you was going through something, so I don't know if that helps at all. Just a small gesture, people don't even know. Like, that would help so much. And that person, somebody does care. Even if they ain't got the right words to say, somebody does care. That's like when a lot of people' birthday come around, and we get why. And nobody don't call them, wish them a happy birthday. Nobody don't even send a text or anything like that. And they get depressed and sad. We heard about this one girl, I think it was on Instagram. Then she just had her birthday. I can't remember when they said when, but she had a birthday recently, and she was celebrating by herself. Then she had put up a video because there was somebody else talking about it. Then she had put up a video, of her birthday. She was enjoying herself, blah blah blah. And then the guy said, "Think a day or so later, she unalived herself." That's sad, and that's what we talking about. Nobody don't even take the time to say happy birthday or do one little small gesture, just a text. You ain't even got to send us no money. You ain't got to give us nothing, but just a little text, or even just somebody saying it. That's acknowledgement. You want them to do that for you, and you be like, "I don't need nobody to do that for me." No, yes you do. That's just a cop out. You ain't gotta take no responsibility. Yes you do. Somebody said that to you right now, you will light up. You lying. You lying yourself and you lying to everybody else. Stop lying. You know what we're saying? But when you become aware, like even if it's you going through it, or like you said, somebody, when you become aware, it can save your life. You start reflecting and you see somebody else going through it and you become aware and help them, it can save their life. So whatever city, whatever state you in, I think it's the 211 number. Um, Call them, look up a local shelter, local resource or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to them for help. Make sure it's a safe space. Find you, a friend or a family member you can trust. They ain't gonna run their mouth. You can talk to them. Write a journal, write some poetry. Anything like us, listen to meditation music. Start you a self-care routine. Start you a money-saving routine. And basically what we're getting at is analyze your life. That's the first thing you need to do for anybody that's going through any type of mental health or having suicidal thoughts. Analyze your life. Because there's a couple things that gonna need to be fixed. So like we said, get you a self-care schedule together, eating schedule, work schedule, dress schedule, workout schedule, get you a money saving schedule, get you a schedule. Write down a list of things that make you happy. You can cross off the ones you've done already, and everything we're saying, we literally have on our wall right now. That's what we did, because we had to get our life in order. Write down a list of things that's gonna make you happy, whatever it is. If you've done it already, cross it off, keep doing it. If it's something you haven't done and it's something different, start doing that. That's what we're doing. But remember, whether you working out, self-care, skincare, hair care, nails, money saving, eating, whatever you're doing, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to be patient and wait for that change. Okay? It might take a couple months. It might take a year, whatever you're doing. Especially going your hair and your nails. We all know that's going to take a minute. We're working on our nails right now, and they are doing very, very good. We just got to get them redone. Going to shoot for that next couple days. Yeah, right in time for our birthday. So everything is still falling in line like it needs to. We just got to keep working. Got a couple more days and we gonna be chilling. Yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, they are going out good. We just gotta work on this head. We stand on our workout, starting back saving money. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Even if it ain't the whole shebang, whatever it is, a little bit. Do bit by bit, keep saving, you're gonna be good. Keep working at it, we promise you. And we seen people do this little lock-in thing on TikTok where everybody started locking in on September the 1st until the end of this year. So that's something we practicing as well. Let's see how much money we can save by December. Let's see with our workout, our hair, our nails, our skin, everything we doing. And we challenging ourselves. We got to make some sacrifices, if you will. But yeah, something we're doing. So yeah, that's something you can do too. If your life is crazy all over the place in shambles, get you a schedule. Even with our shows, that's a part of our schedule. So we've been doing very good. Because like we said, we getting serious this time. We're not playing around no more. And no shot, no disrespect. We're not waiting on nobody else. We mean that with the utmost respect, because we're not trying to call nobody out. We're not doing that. But we can't. You're waiting on people. You gonna trust in them and rely on them. You in control. You're the one in control. We cannot say that enough. So yeah. Remember all that. And before we take our last break, remember this too. You're not alone. You are not alone. Your voice, your presence, everything about you here for a reason. Stay in the fight. Look, we know how it is. A lot of days we don't feel like working out. We don't feel like no self-care. We don't feel like doing nothing that we are doing. But we being honest. But we know it's gonna be change that's gonna come from it. You know what we're saying? It's gonna be something different, something new, and we're gonna be the best version of ourselves. So we got to keep going. Heck no, we don't feel like getting up and working out every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially after we've been working, no, we don't feel like it. But it ain't. You gotta get rid of the emotions. It's not gonna be about what you feel like doing. You want to see results. You want to see something new. You want to see something different. Like we said, you got to change your mental and work on it. And for those that are afraid to check in, you don't know how to check in on somebody if they're going through something, remember, you can help save their life. Yes, you can help save their life. And if you're the one that's going through it, you can save your own life. Ladies, like we said, you need the tools and the right resources. We're going to take a break and come back in and give you guys all our social media to where you can do that. Yeah. But you the one in control. Nobody else is. They don't have no answers. They're not going to be able to help you. They're not even helping themselves. You in control. So yeah, that's something you need to remember. All that good stuff. So yes, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and take our last break and play some more music. Then we're gonna come back in and give you guys all our social media where you can check out the Queen Mimi blog and all our other shows as well. Then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here and of course get the day started. So we'll be back on the Queen Mimi blog show. All righty, everybody. Welcome back to the Queen Mimi Blog Show. So what we're going to do is, of course, give you guys all our social media where you can catch the Queen Mimi blog and all our other shows as well. Current music that we have, our upcoming music that we have, all that good stuff. First and foremost, you can catch us this and every Friday morning live on the Queen Mimi Blog Show, a heartfelt and empowering platform where real life issues meet genuine inspiration. So we hope that you join us as we dive deep into topics that matter, including motherhood, mental health, modest dressing, marriage, self motivation, and the importance of knowing your worth, and of course, 1,000 other wonderful things as well. So, yes, you guys, you can catch us live this and every Friday morning 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And you can follow us on all our social media, both of our YouTube channels, The Queen Mimi Radio Show, and of course, The Queen Mimi Podcast, over on LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, TikTok, Queen Mimi, Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and of course, over on Red Note under Queen Mimi as well. And we did just mention Twitch. We go live over on that platform as well. Same time, all our shows, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you guys. Queen Mimi Blog every Friday, Queen Mimi Podcast every Sunday, Queen Mimi Radio every Tuesday, and of course, we're talking real topics every Thursday morning. And you can catch all of our shows on all podcast streaming platforms, Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, just to name a few. And we did mention about our music a moment ago. You can catch Miss Candy for now all of our songs, Soul Survivor, I Am, National Anthem, and Selfish on all music streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. And you can go over to SoundCloud, that's under Queen Mimi, and see all of our spoken word, all of our music. Check it out, like, share, comment, download, purchase. We will be merging these 4 songs, and we have new music that we're releasing as well. 2026, we're gonna rebrand all that, put on the Queen Mimi, and have some new music out for y'all. That sounded a lot better. And have some new music out for y'all. We're in the process of producing. We're in the studio now writing, amongst the other 1,000 things we got going on. But we excited because we writing and producing this time around. We just wrote our music for the first album, but this one's gonna be what? Ooh, about probably 6, 7 years since our first one. We don't even know, but we're excited about this one because we're gonna be writing and producing our own music. So we hope that you guys like it. Can't wait for y'all to hear it. It's gonna be different from the first one. It's gonna be completely different. We cannot wait. We're gonna be tweaking it and getting everything together, but we're excited. So amongst working on that, we're gonna be working on websites and stuff for our shows, merch. So like we said, we done woke up, it done clicked. We done learned our lesson. Let's go. Okay, we had to learn a lot along the way. That's life. It's gonna happen. All that good stuff. So yeah, we can't wait for it. And we're excited about it. I hope everybody gonna like it. So we don't even have a name for our next album yet, but pretty sure we'll come up with something. Knowing us and this thing gonna bring, we'll come up with something. But yeah, that's all our social media, you guys. We can go check out all our shows, music, and everything. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here and get our day started. You guys enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you guys Sunday on the Queen Mimi podcast, on our Sunday Positivity Talk. Y'all take care of yourself. Stay blessed. Stay safe out there. And we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. And enjoy your weekend.